The Justice Department is in a mad rush to filter and finalize the list of dozens or even scores of inmate returnees who turned themselves in before and past the September 19 deadline and were released as a result of either acquittal, commutation of sentence, pardon, or parole. PTV correspondent Kenneth Paciente on this group of ex-convicts who served their time for non-heinous crimes and voluntarily gave themselves up and now need to be released forthwith, as summed up in this report.
The Joint Task Force of the DOJ and DILG is now working on the prison records and carpetas of persons deprived of liberty who surrendered at the Bureau of Corrections. This after the DOJ targets to finish the updated and complete list of convicts prematurely released before the end of the month. That's why the Oversight Committee on Corrections continue to verify the list that the DOJ and DILG have, which will be the basis for releasing those who surrendered but not granted good conduct time allowance.
To be very frank, medyo hindi maayos ang record keeping ng Bureau of Corrections. No? So we do not want to commit mistakes here at the expense of medyo using up more time. Hindi na bale. We just want to make sure na yung i-allow namin na lumabas ay talagang karapat-dapat na lumabas.
Guevara emphasized that they will first act on the releasing of those PDL returnees who turned themselves in voluntarily. Though they are entitled to leave the Bucor premise, these PDL returnees chose not to until they will be issued certification stating that they are not included in the list that consists of heinous crime convicts. After this, the agency will work on determining the PDLs who should not be included in the list for they have convicted with heinous crimes.
Sunod-sunod na yan. Ngayon medyo mabagal lang kasi we're trying to kumbaga parang fix the system para maayos yung pag-review. Pero pagka areglado na yan, pag-ayos na yung sistema ng pag-review ng records, tuloy-tuloy na yan.
The Secretary also confirmed that 25 or more surrenderers might be released before the day ends. Based on the data given by the DOJ, the number of surrenderers has ballooned to 2,221. This is 307 individual more because the Bucor earlier said there were only 1,914 prematurely released through the GCTA. Meanwhile, the Secretary admitted that the GCTA mess by far is the biggest problem the agency has faced during his term.
During the past several weeks, the DOJ as an institution could have been damaged severely, if not ruined, because of what happened. However, because we continued to uphold the rule of law, we continued to follow what is right and what is just.
However, Guevara asserted that this seemed to be a blessing in disguise because when the issue came out, the department and other concerned agencies were able to straighten. The department and other concerned agencies were able to straighten the irregularities happening inside the Bucor for years. Kenneth Paciente for The Nation.